Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Much greetings to you. It's your girl Angela Abra, and I'm back with another video. So it's so good to see you guys. I missed y'all. I know it's been a minute. I've been doing some things, doing some thinking, and rearranging life. So I am back because we're gonna get into a look, and we have something to review. So for today's look, we got Blend Bunny's Cosmetics Sickly Sweet. I love this one. And if you guys don't know, recently they shrunk in the palette from 32 to 24. Yeah. So this is so much better now. Look at it, y'all. Look. See how well organized that is? I was so happy when they did this because honestly, I felt like the first palette had great palettes, but I felt like a lot of them were just repeats. Like there was maybe four colors that were pretty much the same on my skin. So I was like, can y'all just get rid of them and shrink this down? And they did. It's gorgeous. Okay, so for today's look, we're going to get into Cry If I Want To, I'm Fine, Pout, and Crying Sparkles. So that's the blue section here. And that's what I'm going to do with this palette because it's so well organized. It's actually color coordinated. So I'm going to just focus on my blues right here. I'm just going to make these three and create a halo look. And while we do that, we're going to chop it up. So I got my eyebrows and lids primed, so let's get into it. Got my smoothie. I went a little tropical today. So it has banana, pineapple, mango, and strawberry. It is so good. It's so good. All right. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to do I'm Fine, which is that sky blue matte right there, and I'm going to put that in my crease. So I wanted to talk about Baby Keem's Casino album. I had to listen to this album a few times just so I can give a decent assessment. Oh my God, this is really light. Yeah, this is one I'm going to have to do some layering on. See how light that is? Yes, we're going to do it again. So this album has, I believe, 11 tracks. And it took me a minute to get through it because his whole rollout was an entire experience. Like, before the album dropped, he released 3 documentary episodes called Boo Man. So if you haven't seen it, go check that out. I highly recommend you watch the Boo Man episodes first and then listen to the album because it'll all make sense. But the Boo Man episodes were basically home videos about his upbringing. Like, and I gotta tell y'all, I learned so much about him. And I don't feel like a video like this will give me enough time. Wow. Like, it looks even brighter in the video than it does on person. So don't worry about that. So now I'm going to blend out the outer edges. But I am so glad he chose to do this rollout this way. Because I've been checking out Baby Keem for a minute. And to be honest with y'all, I knew very little about Baby Keem. All I knew was he was Kendrick Lamar's cousin and he was from California. That's it. I really walked in with blinders on. I knew nothing about this young man. And Boo Man really helped me understand his backstory. Like, I didn't know he moved to Vegas when he was younger. Like, he was only in Long Beach, California for a short period of time, and then he went to Vegas. So I was like, oh, okay. So now the whole casino thing makes sense because that's basically home. But for a long time, I didn't know. I knew very little about him. But the thing was, I always wanted to know more about him. I thought it was unfair for me to just be like, oh, that's Kendrick's cousin, and that's it. Like, I I didn't think it was fair because I felt like he has his own sound, and my throat's really dry this morning, so work with me here. Work with me. And I was like, I want to give him a fair chance to stand out beyond Kendrick Lamar. But in the beginning, I was like, okay. I was like, I don't feel like I know him. I don't feel like I can relate to him. Like, he raps good, he has his own sound, but I'm like, I still want to know who this person is. I want to be able to relate, and I can't when I don't know who this person is. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the Cry If I Want To, and this is a dark blue. And I'm going to put that in the inner and outer corners. So I kind of been waiting for my chance to get to know him on a personal level. And yeah, I could have did some research, but I wanted to give him a chance to tell his own story. And I feel like with the Boo Man episodes, he did that. And he did, oh my God, PG Lane, the production of how they did this was so cool. I really liked it. It didn't feel like it was trying too hard. It was just, why did it look like that? It looked like a little heart on the side. You see that? Like right there, like a little heart. Oh, wow. I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, there was like a couple interviews from his family. And even Kendrick Lamar was on there. That was surprising. It shouldn't have surprised me, but it was because I didn't know Kendrick Lamar was even going to be on the project. But I mean, like, just because that's his family, doesn't mean he has to help him. Just because he's on PG Lane, that doesn't mean he has to help him. But, you know, sometimes keeping it in the family could be a cool thing. It's just whoever you choose to work with or do business arrangements with in your family, you need to make sure they serious. Like, don't be coming here lollygagging with your hand out. No, I'm going to need you to put in that work. Do the work or get out. You're an employee here now. Act like it. Okay. So now I'm going to, I think I'm using the same brush, and I'm going to just connect at the top. And I'm going to try to do it just below where the blue meets. Y'all see that? Because this brush is kind of big, I hardly have any space in my center, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. So I find that the Boo Man episodes are very essential for the experience of the album. And it really helped me understand the struggles that he went through. He went through a lot, man. With just the environment, his family. There was some addiction issues going on. And it's sad because I get it. I totally understand. A lot of the crack pandemic ruined a lot of families in more than one ways. So it's hard to raise a family in that type of environment. It really is. Um, okay. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna blend out my outer edges, and I'm gonna blend where I put the Cry If I Want To color. I'm gonna try my best not to wipe away the I'm Fine color because it's very light, so I can see possibly messing that up, and I'm gonna try my best not to. Um, so the Casino album is Baby Keem's second album. His first album is called Melodic Blue. Um, to me, the Melodic Blue album was okay, but I still felt like I didn't know, I don't know. I felt like it was surface level, and I felt like I didn't know what to take from that album. Like, I didn't feel like I had a greater understanding of the type of artist he was. You see that? And I think I'm gonna have to go back into the inner and outer corners and repatch that and just pack on some more of that blue. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Keem took a hiatus and took a little break, several years. And I was like, oh, wow. Did he not meet the PG Lane standards? Is that why we ain't gonna hear from him no more? Like, what happened? Because everybody loves Family Ties. Everybody loves the hillbilly. I said hillbillies. It's hillbillies. Sorry. Everybody likes Rage Brothers, which all featured Kendrick Lamar. Not saying them songs wouldn't have been great if he wasn't on there, but everybody loves them songs. Like, those are like some of his biggest songs. And yeah, that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with that Cry If I Want To, and I'm gonna just pack on the inner corners because I kind of messed that up. Because I'm gonna need that to really be in place when I go to the center of the look. Okay, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. And my arm's a little sore. I got a tattoo yesterday. So I'm a little conscious of that. And I'm going to blend a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And I'm going to try to do it just in the middle. But I still felt like I was left not knowing. I felt like Melodic Blue, that album told me who Keem was in 2021. But I didn't know who he was before that point. And I was like, okay, what? I was kind of like, okay, that's great. And I feel like with the rollout, I felt like I was going to get to know who Keem was before 2021 and moving forward. And that's what made this project so great. I think he did an amazing job with this album. Okay. All right. So now I'm going with the Crying Sprinkles, which is the shimmer right here. And put that in the center. I was trying to find the brush. Okay. Out of the 11 tracks, I added 10 of them to my library. Okay. This looks very creamy in the it's a little oh wow. Oh, it's icy. Oh wow. I think I put a little too much because it's you see. Wow. um this album is so fun. Like, even though there's some serious songs like No Security and No Blame, those are some very personal songs about the way he feels about his mom and some of the issues he felt and dealt with when it comes to being raised by his aunt and grandma. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go back in with the blue, and I'm going to just try to soften out the outer edges. this album is really good. It definitely gives you the highs and the low of the casino life. It really does, and he uses that in a way to where it's a theme for his own life. Like, not everything was bad, but a lot of stuff happened, and he really got very personal and vulnerable in this project. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciated that because I was like, well, the first album didn't do that. So I'm like, your second one needs to at least. And I feel like I get why he is the way he is. Because even the first one I questioned, I was like, why does he act like this? Why does he sound like this? Like, I questioned everything. I could be very critical at times when it comes to music. And it didn't feel like he was, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Not bragging, but he wasn't using it as a way to like be, yeah, maybe bragging is the right word. Oh God, it's a little flaky. Okay. Um, I was gonna, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and put pout in the inner corner, the far inner corner. Yeah, this really makes no difference. It's like a lavender color with a baby blue undertone. That's the best way I can describe this color. For a look like this, I would say it's not needed, but it's just a little extra. Just a little something extra. Um, but back to the album. I really like this album. There's a lot of upbeat tones as well as low tones, like slower songs, sadder songs. Um, his voice sounds so mature. I love it. Like, there's times where he might be talking about like how girls want him for his money and this and that, and it comes off very played, childish like. So he'll change up his tone of a voice when he's like, "Oh, I'm talking about this more surface level stuff," but then his voice will be deeper when he's talking about something more personal, more emotional, more in depth. And I really appreciate him setting the tone like that instead of just having the same tone throughout the entire album. Mm, okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and set it, and I'm going with L'Oreal's Infallible. Mm. Whew. Smells so good. It literally smells like grapes. This is cute. It's giving. But I'm trying to think what else. His features were pretty good. His features were limited. I'm not complaining about that. I think that is great. When you do an album that I feel is so personal, when you talk about the most darkest things that's ever happened to you in your life that you may not just up and share with any and everybody, I think having your feature list limited is very important so the focus stays on you. He had Kendrick Lamar on Good Flirts and um oh, I'm sorry. I'm using Julius Place Egyptian pen on my lash line. I'm just going very thin at first and then, but he had Kendrick Lamar on Good Flirts and House Money. Then he had Too Short on Sex Appeal. And then he had an artist I've never heard of till this album dropped. Okay, her name is Mumu. She's also on Good Flirts. There's another artist. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I've never heard of this person either. I think his name is Chi. I think. I feel like I should do a cat eye for this. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah. Okay, it works. Um, I literally got Good Flirt stuck in my head. That's one of my favorite songs right now. I can't get it out of my head. And to be honest with you, I don't want it out of my head. Have y'all ever heard a song so good that you can't get enough of it? Good Flirts is that song. And he's already released Birds and the Bees as a single with the music video. And the video is hilarious. I'm hoping he'll release Good Flirts as one of the singles because that's one of the songs that everybody so far is saying they love. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go with Essence Mascara Primer. And what's the other song I like? I like House Money. I like Good Flirts. I like Casino. And I like Circus Freestyle. Those are my favorites. Oh, and I heard that on his vinyl there's like a bonus track called Tubi. So let me know if y'all bought the vinyl and y'all heard that Tubi track. Let me know what you think. I haven't heard it yet, so I don't know. Don't that look crazy? I could do blue mascara with a look like this, but that blue is a royal blue, so I'm just gonna stick with my black. I'm gonna go with Essence Lash Mascara, the Curl and Volume. With all those wonderful tracks, there's one song I didn't care for. I didn't like. And that was Dramatic Girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know there was a lot of people who liked that song, and I'm not hating. I'm not being mean. So please don't rip my head off about it. It's just, I don't know. I think that'd be a song that has to grow on me. I would have to listen to it more. But so far, I feel like that album didn't need that song. To me, that song doesn't fit the concept. That's just my opinion, okay? Just my opinion. I feel like the album would have been just fine without it. But I don't feel like it takes away from it at all. And I also think having a song like that on the album does create a wider range of different sounds, which I think is cool. But I would have liked the album just the same if it wasn't there. Because there's other great sounds in this album anyway, so. Oh, I didn't get this one that good. Okay. That's why I feel like it wasn't really a song that just had to be on the album, but that's just my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and try my mascara. So have you guys listened to Baby Keem's Casino album? Let me know if you have. Share your thoughts. Let me know what your favorite songs are. And in my opinion, I feel like Baby Keem definitely took shots at Drake in Circus Circus Freestyle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I ain't mad. You know why? Because Drake brought a Baby Keem in Family Matters. First of all, Baby Keem had nothing to do with that. He can't help that he's related to Baby Keem. Related to Kendrick Lamar. He didn't ask for that. I was like, why did you bring him up? So I feel like, hey, fair is fair. You shot first, he shot back. Done. Um, I'm gonna go in with Juvia's Place Egyptian pencil, and I'm gonna apply some on my waterline. And I'm gonna try to be very careful because my eyes this morning are a little watery, and I don't want to irritate them too much. Come on. There we go. Thank you. I'm so glad they didn't do too much watering. Yeah, because it's mainly my left eye that's kind of irritated. So we're gonna go with NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. And like all albums, I have to give it a grade. Oh yes. If I spend days listening to your album, oh yeah, you're getting critiqued. You're getting a grade. Oh yes. So I am giving Baby Keem's Casino album an solid A. Like I said, there was only one track I didn't care for, but everything else was great. The production was great. I think not having so many features was great. He kept the focus on him. He was very honest. He was very open. The flow was dope. The variety of sounds, uh, the tone of it. What else? I loved it. And even his listening party. Oh my God. Did y'all see that? That was so cool. I just loved how from song to song he performed. There were different parts of that small stage that represent the themes of the song. Oh my God, I loved it. I would have loved it even more if Kendrick was there. I mean, yes, he was there, but he wasn't on stage. So he was like watching. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to clean up my lip. But that listening party was fire. He is definitely inspired by Kendrick Lamar, but I don't feel like Baby Keem is copying him. I don't feel that way. I feel like it's okay. I feel like a lot of people don't know the difference between being inspired and being a copycat. And I don't feel like Baby Keem is copying Kendrick Lamar. I think he is inspired by him and he's learning how to be successful, and he's finding his own way through a blueprint that has been proven to be successful. I feel like Baby Keem and Kendrick are two different people. They have similarities. They have their sounds, they have their stories. But I don't look at them and see the same person. I just don't. They don't they have similar rapping styles and flows, but I don't feel like they're the same. Like I don't listen to Family Ties and songs that they did together and confuse them. I don't. But I think if you have absolutely no idea the differences between the two, I can see how you can mix them up, but it's like they're cousins. Of course, they're gonna sound similar. There's gonna be similarities, like, but to for some people to just come out and be like, "Oh, he's a copycat," I think that's stupid. I think that's childish. I think if that was true, his rollout wouldn't have been as successful as it was, nor would his sold out tour be. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna go in with Essence All About Blur, which is a facial matte primer, and apply this all over my face. But there was a moment at the listening party where he just talked to the audience, and I thought that was really dope. He basically explained why he took I think a 5-year hiatus. And I appreciated that because I wanted to know what was going on. Like, I started to worry. I was like, what happened to Baby King? Is he ever gonna come back? Like, what happened? Did PG Lane drop him? Like, what happened? I'm like, if he don't tell us what happened, we need somebody to tell us. Dave, say something. Dave Free, you need to come out and release a statement, sir. What's going on over there? You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad he took a moment to explain himself and just talk about what was going on in his life. Um, so one of the things that I had to make the connection to was his grandma. Yeah, his grandma died last year. And then it had me thinking, like, I said, wait a minute. I remember Kendrick saying when he won his Grammys last year that his aunt died. And I said, is that the same woman? Is that the same person? And so I was like, okay, all right, all right. Now it's making sense. Because see, if he didn't release the Boo Man episodes, I would have never known what he was talking about. And I would have been like, oh, okay. But it makes sense. It's all connecting now. I feel like I should go over my whole face. I don't know. I'm going back with the L'Oreal, and I'm going to spray my entire face. I know I probably look a little crazy doing that, but whatever. I think I need to charge my fan. And this is the final look. Oh my God, this is so cute. This one was definitely worth the repurchase, y'all. I'm so glad I bought this one again after they reformatted it. And I hope that they will learn that you don't need a mega palette to have a great palette. You can have something as big as a 24 and you'll be fine. But I gotta get up out of here, y'all. Check out Baby Keem's Casino album. It is a great album. I'm telling you, you guys will not regret it. If you love hip hop, it's a great project, man. Solid A. Solid A. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, comment your thoughts down below, hype the video up. I appreciate it so much, y'all. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check out my book, Who Shot Kendrick Lamar, on Wattpad.com. If you like books like Clue or movies like Clue, Knives Out, Glass Onion, I'm telling you, it's definitely a mystery, a whodunit with a hip hop twist. So I think it's a great story. I absolutely had so much fun writing it. So go over there, show me some support, show your girl some love. I appreciate it so much. Ooh, I got to get up going. But y'all like my hair? Y'all like my new hair? I call this my Beyonce from Obsessed movie wig. Y'all like it? Y'all like it? Is it giving? I love this wig. But anyway, y'all be sure to subscribe, do all the things, show me some love. Thank y'all so much. I'll be back with more videos. I know last week I took a little break. I was trying to work some things out, but there's more to come. And I went to go see Scream 7, and I'm definitely going to be back to share my thoughts. So I will see you guys next time. And as always, much love.